Okay, let's talk about something that's about to completely change how we interact with AI. And it all comes down to fixing one superhuman frustration: being forgotten. Today, we're going to demystify a new solution called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP for short. And it basically promises to give AI a memory. Seriously, have you ever been in a conversation with an AI and just get that sinking feeling that it has absolutely no idea what you were just talking about? It's like boom, a sudden case of digital amnesia. And man, is it frustrating. Yeah, that's the moment. You tell a chatbot your name, you give it some key piece of information, and then just a couple sentences later, it's like, so who are you again? Ugh, the whole flow is just broken. The conversation just grinds to a halt. So let's be clear, this isn't just some random glitch. It's a really core challenge in AI development, something we're calling the AI's memory problem. Let's dig into why this keeps happening. See, here's the thing. Most AI models are designed to be what's called stateless. That means they treat every single new question you ask as a completely separate event. There's no memory of what came before. It's not a bug. It's actually a feature of their architecture. But it's also the single biggest barrier we need to get over for them to become truly intelligent partners. Okay, so how do we fix this? How do you give an AI a memory? Well, it turns out the solution isn't just about more raw power. It's about a smarter rulebook. What we need is a new protocol. And that is exactly where the Model Context Protocol comes in. The best way to think of it is as a standard way to package up all the necessary background info, the context, and hand it to the AI before it acts. It's like giving it a complete mission briefing instead of just a bunch of one-off commands. So how does this actually work? I mean, how can a simple set of rules prevent this digital amnesia? Well, the answer is surprisingly elegant. The best way to get your head around it is to think of the AI as an actor. An actor can just read lines from a script, sure, but without any direction, the performance is going to be pretty flat, right? A brilliant performance needs context, and that context comes from the director's notes. So here's the process in action. First, you make a request. That's the script. But then, before the AI acts, the MCP steps in as the director. This is the crucial briefing stage, where the protocol gives it all the relevant context: past chats, user preferences, specific rules. And this totally transforms the final step. The AI delivers a context-aware performance, acting not just on your immediate request, but with a full understanding of the entire story so far. And this right here is the practical night and day difference. Without MCP, the AI is forgetful. It puts the burden back on you to repeat yourself over and over. But with MCP, it remembers the branding guide you shared last week. It becomes proactive, efficient. It's the difference between a frustrating tool and a professional collaborator. So this is obviously more than just a simple upgrade. This shift from a stateless to a context-aware AI has massive implications for what's possible. We're talking about tangible, real-world benefits. You get a much more consistent AI. You get better user experiences that are seamless instead of frustrating. You get smarter applications, increased reliability, and maybe most importantly, this consistency builds user trust, which allows us to rely on AI for more complex and meaningful tasks. And the impact here is just dramatic. Now, while these numbers are illustrative, they show you the scale of the change. We're talking massive leaps in reliability, in efficiency, and ultimately, in user trust. It just proves a key point. When an AI has context, its performance doesn't just get better, it transforms. So, what does this all mean for the future? Where does this protocol really take us? If you remember one thing from this, let it be this. MCP isn't just an update, it's a new foundational layer for AI. It's a standardized rulebook that doesn't just help one AI remember, it allows all AIs to collaborate with us and with each other in a far, far more intelligent way. And this leaves us with a truly fascinating question. We've spent years being frustrated by what AI forgets. So what happens to our world, our work, and our creativity when it never forgets? That's all for this explainer.